Not too bad. What brings you all out today? I was talking to myself last week.
How's the Saturday last week?
Saturday. Is that a bad day, is it? Okay.
Bad day for some.
Okay. Even got notes? God, wow.
Wayne Latrell, is he good to go?
Yeah, no, he'll be playing. Yeah, he'll be captain of the team and it's all good.
Just how important is that to have your captain in what is a crucial game?
Yeah, well, it's really important for us at the moment with other players missing, so but he's happy and wants to play, and so that's good.
Obviously, it's always disappointing coming back from Origin after a loss. How's he been around the group?
Yeah, no, he's good. I think he's keen to play. That's what you feel after you do lose. You want to get out and play again, so he's getting his wish anyway.
In terms of the other players under an injury cloud, Keon was out there. Is he good to go?
He'll play, but Campbell won't and Cody Walker won't. So.
It's pretty remarkable for Keon to back up, 5 or 6 days after fracturing his eye socket.
Yeah, well, he didn't need any surgery and the doctor's quite confident it won't be a problem to him. So, and he's confident and he's happy, so we'll go ahead and let him play.
We've seen what he can do, I guess, playing in the middle forward rotation the last few weeks. His carry's been so big, but just what does this say about his toughness to play so soon?
Yeah, well, he's a bit like Jai Gray the other night with a broken thumb, played the whole second half. And no, you can't question their toughness. And they're wanting to play for the club as well. They don't want to let the other players down if they can avoid that. So.
Talk about not letting other players down. Obviously, we know what this club's been through with injuries this year. Do you feel like it does motivate guys to play through the pain a bit if they can?
Oh, I think so. I think, the club's in a good place. The players want to play. They've got injuries or getting back a little bit earlier. They work really hard. I mean, no one's working harder than Cam Murray. You should see what he puts in every day because he wants to get back and play with these players. So that's a really good thing, something that I'm really happy about. They want to, they're not looking to extend their injuries because they don't really want to play or the team's not going well. So, so it's working pretty good for us.
When do you hope we might see Cam?
Yeah, I hope we do see him before the end of the season. That's what he's working for. So, I'm working out. He's about to start running now. So,
what about Cody and Campbell? When's their prognosis?
Well, Cody should be back next week, and Campbell should be back next week. Yeah, they were close today, but they just wanted to outside.
You lost Bud Sullivan, and you've given Lewis Dodd a start.
No, Lewis is not in the 17.
Who comes in the halves then?
Jack Whiten.
Okay. What I guess motivated that choice? Would you say?
Because I think he can do a good job for us there.
Obviously with Cody,
usually what you make reasons for decisions on him, what they can do.
there's been a bit of talk about Cody's future and whether he's going to re-sign here. Obviously,
Cody will be here in 2026.
Are you confident his body will hold up?
Yeah, we are. It just happens sometimes. You have a bit of a bad run with injuries, and most of them have been minor. They haven't been major. So no, we're confident.
With all this bad luck with the injuries this year, what do you tell the players who are lining up when they look next to them and they don't see the superstars that you have?
Just move on. Do your best with what you got. You can't. I think we've been really good at that this year. Taking, players have stood up and been competitive in every game they played in. So next man up. That's the mindset, and players have lived that, and I'm happy with what they're doing. Yeah.
There's a triple header out there tomorrow. You've got the Flegg and the Cup, so it gives the fans a reason to go to the footy.
Yeah. Good.
Well, we want as many fans as we can there to support the team.
Yeah.
No, there's some quality. I know the Flegg, they've got some SG Ball stars come up, so they're good sides to watch.
Well, I'm pleased. You'll be a happy fan tomorrow.
We'll move on to Allianz. The decision to not allow South back there are disappointing, I think.
Yeah, I think the club's disappointed, but I don't think the fight's not finished yet. I don't think it's over, so I think there's a few more issues for us to get resolved. So, yeah, but that's something more the CEOs across than I am, but we're still all very supportive and hoping we'll get back there sooner than later.
A couple of good days to be a Queenslander. He's won that Origin.
Yeah, it was a good couple of days.
And then the 19s.
The 19s were great last night. Yeah, that's good. It's great to be a Queenslander.
Well, Game 3's shaping up to be a classic.
Yeah, no, it is. It's in Sydney. It's a great venue, and no, it couldn't be any better. The game, sometimes you get blessed a little bit to have that opportunity to be 1-1 in the series, and everything will be on the line, and there's not much between the two teams. So, no, it's pretty exciting stuff.
You've had a fair bit to do with Cam Munster, at least at representative
Yeah, I
level.
have.
And you've coached some pretty good sixes in the Maroons jersey. Where did you rate that performance?
Yeah, that was a Wally Lewis type performance. Yeah, I mean, Wally won, I think, 8 men of the matches at State of Origin. He was at a stage of Origin when it was just starting to grow and it had just been introduced in 1980, and he was one of the first players to play it. He did play in that game, but through that next decade he dominated it, and I thought that was what, Wally did so many times for Queensland, and I thought Cam was outstanding.
When you mentioned Keon coming back this week, does it give him a bit of a chance, or the best chance possible, to put himself in the frame for that New South Wales side?
Yeah, of course it does. Well, he was in the 20, so I don't see why he won't be in it again as long as he plays well on the weekend. Yeah.
You mentioned Jack Whiten playing at 6. So Lewis was named there on Tuesday. What I guess conversation did you have with him about that not playing in the starting lineup?
Well, I haven't really had a conversation with him because I told him on Tuesday it probably wouldn't be the team anyway, because I didn't know what was going on with Origin. I didn't know the other guys' injuries, so I only really announced the team this morning to the players. No one knew what they were doing for this morning, and we just couldn't do anything else about that because Cody trained with us on Wednesday and we thought he probably might have been playing. So.
It's your 44th time coaching against Craig Bellamy. I think that's a record for the grand final era. What makes his team so hard to beat, would you say?
Oh, they're very. They all do that. They all do their jobs. They're really good at that. Whatever role you've got in that team, they do it. And yeah, they've had a great deal of success. He's been a wonderful coach, Craig, and it's a credit to him. But the long-term coaches have better opportunities to have more success because you build a team, and he's been allowed to build his teams there and be the coach there, and same at Penrith now. So yeah, the Roosters, long-term coaches. Yeah.
You've had 3 losses in a row, but considering how tight this comp is, are you still confident you can make the top 8?
Yeah, we haven't lost that confidence at all, and Melbourne the 4th. We played the top 4 teams. This is our 4th game now in a row, and and in every one of those games we've been in the game. We've been leading at different stages, so we're not far off. We know that, but we're not a top 4 team yet, and we need to get these players back to be a top 4 team. But these other guys have done it. Other players have been outstanding, and they're all growing and learning and getting better. So that's the main thing.
When you coach against a lot of great coaches over the years, where does Craig Bellamy rate, do you reckon?
Yeah, he's up there with them. Well, his record says that. So win-loss record, his grand final appearances. Yeah, he's up there with all the great coaches we've ever had. So.